Well. The NFL season is come to an end so quickly, as usual. But who would have expected this turn of events, man? I'll tell you. Um, One of the craziest seasons I've ever seen. It feels like no matter what you do, figure I picked the Chiefs and the Rams, I think, for the Super Bowl. But who would have expected the Cincinnati Bengals to defeat the Chiefs? Now, given I think Tyrann Mathieu wasn't playing in that game, which is the Chiefs, all-star safety, and that might have had an impact. Because I don't know. Um, but anyways, without further ado, this is my, I guess, Super Bowl picks. Um, Bengals Rams. They're pretty much. It could pretty much get no worse if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, because I mean, Odell slandered the team, slandered the quarterback, made Cleveland look embarrassingly bad. All because Cleveland is a running back, tight end focused offense, not a wide receiver focused offense. So, did you have to throw the team under the bus? No. Here he is in LA thriving, and what is a wide receiver first offense? What a big shocker. It would just be unfortunate for him to get a chip, but it's like also, it's like good and bad, because it's like we got Cincinnati, it's still Ohio, and they have a chance to kind of avenge us, because I would love for Odell to have left the AFC North and lose the Super Bowl to the AFC North in the same season. That would be amazing. But on the flip side, you gotta love Joe Burrow. You gotta love the Bengals. It's Ohio, bro. It's Paul Brown. It's Orange. It's all us. It all counts. We need another chip in Ohio. Nothing wrong with that. But you also got to factor in. As the Browns, you got to come to that reality of like, okay, now we just got rid of Big Ben. We know the Steelers. I feel like they're a pretty respectable organization, so I feel like they'll find a quarterback quicker than we expect. And we still got Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, in our division. And hey, it is what it is. It looks like instead of like being a dominant team in our division, we're gonna just all take turns, and because I feel like in Baker Mayfield we got the new age Drew Brees. I feel like the Ravens got the new age Mike Vick, and it's looking like the Bengals. Honestly, I don't even know. Joe Burrow is just a different breed. I can't. It's hard to comp his game. If anything, it's kind of like a Tom Brady esque vibe to me, which sucks for us. But even Tom Brady don't win the chip every year. This is football. But I don't know. Joe Burrow's got, he's got the vibes, man. He's a different breed. 'Cause when you look at Joe Burrow, getting sacked 9 times against Tennessee. Um, this is a game that I didn't think they could win, let alone even sniff the Chiefs. That's crazy to me that they knocked out the Chiefs, even without Tyrann Matthew. They're supposed to have such a terrible offensive line. And my guys JT, Paul, they always say that I'm gonna fucking jinx these teams. So pick the opposite if we want to win. So, you know, that being all considered, there, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a quick break and think about it. Give me a second here. Shouts out to my sisters too for the new bowl. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and rest in peace, Granddad. He passed away yesterday. Um, I had to take a day off, just sit, think, and get in touch with my family and whatnot. So, 11 o'clock yesterday, which today is February 5th, I think. So the 4th. Yeah, he um, don't have great details from my family yet. Haven't seen him in person, but yeah, he'd been dealing with an unfortunate situation for a long time. So hopefully at least he's free of the pain or the unfortunate situation he was in. But um, So, I don't know if I'll talk about that anymore in my videos, but that's that. Anyways, on to the Super Bowl prediction. Let's see here. The fucking flame is acting retard. Hold on. All right, first I feel like I need to pay homage to each team. Um, so on one side, we got the LA Rams. Hmm. And I mean, when we really think about the Rams, they have Aaron Donald on the defensive line, monster, as well as Von Miller on the defensive line. So I feel like those are bigger names than the last few that the Cincinnati Bengals have played against their offensive line. Detroit. You know what it is. Look, Midwest, West, Midwest stick together. You already know. It's my boys. Um, you know where the pack is too. You already know. You know what time it is. But anyways, yeah. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's no notable offensive lineman on the Bengals. The Rams defensive line should, in theory, overwhelm that offensive line. But Chris Jones and the Chiefs, they don't. I feel like they're not as good. I think the Titans have three decent ones, decent defensive linemen. So I don't know. Joe Burrow just seems like a glitch this year because that boy just different. I mean, he just the things that he's accomplishing, and it's got to kind of hurt you as a Browns fan because you look at it like you already got to play against LaMarvelous Jackson, who's going to be a regular season dominator regardless. Now we got Joe Burrow, who just like can take 9 sacks, and we got Baker Mayfield, who is good, but he doesn't take a hit nearly as well as Joe Burrow. I feel like he gets more rattled at the end of the game. So it's just like I don't know. It's unfortunate. Like I feel like Baker could do everything Burrow does. I just feel like Baker is not as like durable, and I feel like he's not as confident under pressure. Whereas Joe Burrow just takes a hit, gets back up. He's just one of a kind, man. He's really a different quarterback than I feel like I've seen a little bit. Yeah, and unfortunately, he does seem Brady-esque with how he can. Everybody's got to be a little bit more mobile today. That's why I call Baker the more mobile version of Drew Brees. I feel like Burrow's got some of that Tom Brady where he feels like he just knows where knows where to go with the ball. Like I feel like Baker hasn't even reached his full Drew Brees-esque potential because sometimes you see Baker. Could be because of the injury. I just feel like he second guesses throws or like he overthinks things. But also, he has a slower receiving cast. He's dealing with running backs and tight ends, so it's hard to say or compare. I don't really like comparing quarterbacks in that instance anyway. You know, but regardless, I mean, Joe Burrow's just different. He's going to be an issue for years to come. Or not. You never know. These things always seem like dynasties, and then they're not. But, I don't know as much about the LA Rams. I mean, I know Matt Stafford, being Detroit, Cleveland, Detroit, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. No, is that Midwest? West. Yep. So, Midwest boys, we all stick together. I know Matthew Stafford from Detroit. So, I really wouldn't mind him getting a ring either. But don't like the LA Rams. But, I mean, honestly, I got to ultimately come down to my pick. And, because the boys keep telling me that, whatever I pick, the opposite happens. We'll see if that's true. We'll see if what Jaron and Paul are saying here is true. And I'm just going to pick the Rams to beat the Bengals in a two-score game. We'll say it's like 28-14 or something. And because the Bengals are a turnover machine, because I feel like personally this should be the best defense they faced in the playoffs. And when they face a really good secondary like Cleveland, I feel like we haven't had many issues with the Bengals because we have an elite secondary. We got like three lockdown corners. Our safeties are good enough. They're serviceable. So, I feel like they haven't really played. I feel like the pass rush doesn't really affect Burrow regardless, but I feel like the Rams at least have Jalen Ramsey. But then again, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, so what do I truly want to happen? I personally, since I'm not betting any money or anything on this, I personally truly want the Bengals to win. But that's a secret. I'm gonna pick the Rams. Scrap the last score. We'll say like random score. We'll say like 35-21 Rams. So that's my Super Bowl pick. It was a great season. Wow. So just gonna have to talk about different stuff. I guess some basketball and all that. Football is a great thing to talk about. It's so mother. It's so exciting. So let's go. Rams win. Let's get it.